Cordless vacuum are convenient, right up until you have to pull hair out of the brush, clean the filter, and dump a cloud of dust into your trash can. The UWANT V500 claims to solve some of those problems with a self-emptying dock, a dust scraping system, green light dust detection, and up to 60 minutes of battery life. But those features come with a bigger base and a higher price. So today I'm unboxing the UWANT V500, putting it through some real cleaning tests and comparing it with the much simpler SVHT V15 to find out whether the UWANT is actually an upgrade or just a cordless vacuum with an oversized charging station. Let's get into it. Okay, starting with the packaging, the UWANT V500 arrives in a fairly large box. And most of that size is because of the docking station. So, and as you will see, everything is packed into separate compartment. So we're gonna take everything out and to see what's included. And by the way, shout out to my cousin who was always a big help when it comes to those large unboxing. All right, so of course we have our user manual and followed by our dust bag. And so this is our floor brush that includes also the roller brush on the inside. Okay, and next we have that's our power adapter, pretty much a wall charger for the base station. And this is our battery. So it's a 2500 milliamp hour battery that is good for 60 minutes of run time. A couple of accessories. This is a long flat nozzle. He just took out the metal tube prior to that. All right, so you see also right here, we're looking at the dust cup that's attached to the body. And this is our base. It's pretty large if you ask me. But again, it's the vacuum itself, it's not small, so you see that the large base is pretty much needed to pretty much house the vacuum. So the most important item is obviously the base station. This isn't just a plastic stand. It stores the vacuum, charges the battery, and automatically removes debris from the vacuum's onboard dustbin. So this is a side-by-side comparison with the SVHT V15. As you can see, they don't like they're performing in the same weight category, right? So one look like it belongs to the heavyweight and another one to the featherweight. So still talking about the design and build quality. So the UWANT V500 has a modern gray finish with a clean, minimal design. Most of the construction is plastic, which is expected for a cordless vacuum, but the connections feel secure and it didn't notice excessive flex around the tube or floor head. The fully assembled vacuum weighs approximately 6 pounds. That isn't extremely heavy, but most of the weight sits near the handle because that's where the motor, battery, and dustbin are located. Now, before we even start our testing, let's take a look at the components that will be doing most of the heavy lifting today. So this is our floor brush for each of the vacuums. We just took them apart. We'll examine the difference between the two rollers. As you can see, a lot more going on the UWANT roller. Again, the top base is transparent, as most of those vacuum are. That way you can take a look at if you have tangled hair or the debris that can get stuck there and that probably can prevent the roller from functioning normally. As you can see, also part of the maintenance is when you can take these apart, because you can see how clearer the UWANT is compared to the SVHT, because the UWANT is brand new. So you can also take them apart, which I'll show you later on to clean them. So this is the batteries. You can see this is a 2500 milliamp hour battery, rated for 60-minute runtime, and the SVHT has just a 2000 milliamp hour for 45 minutes. Okay, now that you guys hear how it sounds, so our first test is on carpet. Fine material can settle beneath the surface, so this test gives the brush and suction system more work to do. So under UWANT, boost mode produces the strongest suction, but it also drains the battery more quickly and creates more resistance against the carpet. Okay, so now you just got a chance to hear the SVHT and action. So again, this this carpet is in the master bedroom, so it's the only room that has carpet, and also the one of the guest room has a rug, and this carpet is very thick, and both vacuum did a very good job getting most of the dust off the carpet. Now, one thing I was gonna say, both vacuum have different mode. On the SVHT, you only have a normal mode, and you have a boost mode, while the UWANT has eco a standard and also a turbo mode. But I did both testing on just the regular standard mode. As it's best for efficiency, it doesn't drain the battery. But they did equally great on carpet, so I was very impressed on that. All right, so now we are going to jump in on the second test, which is we're gonna do some, some little heavy duty material on the ground and kind of check the suction on both vacuum to see how quick they get to pick them up. And also we're also gonna check out some edge cleaning. Okay, so for our second test, I'm using a mixture of rice, oatmeal, and of course our favorite coffee ground. So this gives us a better picture than testing with only one type of debris. So on this one, we started with the SVHT. As you can see, it did a phenomenal job. I mean, as expected. Again, I did not buy this for no reason, guys. So I've owned this for about a year now, and it's been great. I don't know. Again, I think it probably rivals some of the best, even the Dyson out there. So yeah, so it did a pretty good job. Just one pass and picks up pretty much everything. So now let's go ahead and check out the UWANT. Now, first and foremost, the green light and the UWANT is ridiculous. Let me tell you, this thing is bright. But yeah, so again, same material, rice, oatmeal, and coffee ground. And again, the UWANT did a great job. Again, I think with the issue having here is because when I set the rice, when I set it up, I did not kind of, compared to the first batch, I should have flattened it a little bit, so I created a little mountain. But as you can see, still pretty good. I mean, that's what you expect. Even though it pushed it a little further, but it still picked it up. That's all we worry about. And now it's do the coffee ground. So I did not weigh everything. So again, I'm not gonna sit there and say that I put the exact amount on both vacuum, but I was just I just eyeball everything. So yeah, look at this. Again, great job. No complaint on for either vacuum as far as picking up very tough debris. All right, so for our third and final test, so we are on the laminate floor. So as you can see, the green light dust detection, it's pretty cool. And yeah, this thing picked up pretty much everything. So it reveals microscopic dust on hard floors. And combined with the V shape and an anti-tangle brush, the UWANT V500 is definitely a big contender. So let's talk some numbers very quick. So both vacuum has a 35,000 PA suction, and as like I mentioned before, the UWANT has 3 adjustable mode. You got eco, standard, and a boost mode. So pretty much it will adapt to every surface. And again, with the 2500 mAh battery, the UWANT V500 can go up to 60 minutes, which is pretty cool. And the battery can be fully charged in just 3 hours, giving you extended cleaning power and fewer interruptions. So this vacuum is rated at the rated power for it is 350 watts. So again, as far as the noise level, it's rated at 76 decibel, which can be pretty loud. I did notice that. So right now you see I'm using the SVHT. So the light on the SVHT is not as great as the one on the UWANT. It's still good, still decent, as you can see. As I'm painting the camera here, it does detect some dust, but it's not as bright and it doesn't go as far. It doesn't project as far as the UWANT. I had to grab the UWANT again, just to showcase that green light, because this thing is absolutely amazing. So yeah, so just also I wanted to so I did that on purpose, just to go under the table, just so you can see using those cordless vacuum can really help you maneuver around objects very easy. And I do like how sometimes when you they can make some very sharp turn, and as you can see, you can lay flat. There is right on the dust container, there's a little, as you can see right there, yeah, there's a little rubber pad. So if you do need to lay the vacuum really flat, so it doesn't scratch the vacuum itself. So it's actually a rubber pad. So okay, this was a quick demo of the power of self-emptying. So as you know, it does a few things at once. So not only it docks and charge the vacuum, and also as soon as you dock it, it automatically empty. You don't have to do anything, press any button, nothing. So as you can see, this is the little compartment, and this is our 1.8 liter dust bag, and also the dust cup is about 0.4 liters. So not big numbers, but it says you can use it for up to 60 days hands-free. All right, so I don't know, but it looks pretty small to me. I don't know, it depends how much debris you have, how much cleaning you're doing. $199.99. the UWANT is the more expensive vacuum, but you get a ton of features for that. Okay, so let's just not talk about the numbers, let's talk about the convenience and what the vacuum brings to the table. And on the other hand, at $179.99, you got the SVHT, which is, like I said, a very good contender. But again, for $20 more, that's really a tough decision, guys. So all right, so let's see what set these two vacuum up. All right, so again, we are towards the end of this video, so let's look at the advantages of this vacuum. So on the UWANT, right, you have a self-emptying dock, longer runtime, 3 suction mode, faster advertised charging, still disposable dust bag, integrated charging and storage, and less direct contact with dust. The UWANT is the better choice for convenience. The dock keeps the vacuum charged, stores the accessories, and automatically empties the onboard bin. After testing both vacuum, the UWANT V500 is the more complete product, but it isn't automatically the right product for everyone. Its biggest advantage isn't necessarily a wow function, it's convenience. You finish cleaning, place the vacuum in the dock, and let the station handle the mess. It charges, stores, and empties the vacuum in one location. That makes the UWANT feel more like a complete household appliance instead of another battery-powered cleaning tool. Alright guys, this is it for me, and listen, I'll catch you guys on the next one.